Hello everybody, I'm Serta, and welcome back to Planet Crafter Season 2. Now, we're somewhere new. I have the terraformation stages screen, and I also have the biomass screen. And yeah, we're in our new command center. It all looks pretty open and clean right now. We'll put some more stuff in here to make sure that it looks good. And we have progressed very far. Not because I've done a heck of a lot, but because I spent a lot of time running around, getting the storage set up complete, bringing more stuff into the bio area upstairs. Obviously not complete. We have some silk generators, and I think I'm probably going to put one more incubator in here and maybe one or two more DNA manipulators. I've pretty much cleaned out, well, almost cleaned out the other side. I think I will clean it out properly, and then maybe during the next episode I will break this structure down. I still have some food growing for posterity. But yeah, almost everything is out of here, and the progress has been huge. It just seems to, well, you can't pause this game, so things just fly. One thing that we did unlock... Oh, before we do that, I built a few more tree spreaders. Tier 3s, I put them up on this side, so there is a lot of trees over here, and I used the arama seeds to make the tree seeds. So there's quite a lot of these trees all over the place, and they offer quite a high yield. Let me show you the recipe. That would be this. No, yeah, the arama gives a 250 multiplier. And then there's a 400 multiplier on the Volnus. I think I did make one of those. It might have been in a previous episode, but yeah. So let's just have a look at our build menu. Now, actually, before I do that, I'm going to disable or unequip this construction menu filter chip. And then if we have a look at the menu, it's cluttered. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. Then we can go back, enable this, and then you can see the difference it makes. Much less stuff. So basically it takes out all the lower tier items and only gives you the most up-to-date upper tier items. Alright, so if you've been looking carefully, you'll notice that we've unlocked the heater tier 5, which is quite a big thing. That is the top level heater. It means we're well on our way to unlocking the drill tier 5. So things have progressed well. One of the other things that we have unlocked is the gas extractor tier 2. Now you'll see it requires circuit boards, and in the last episode I did go and pick up some circuit boards in the wreck in the Blue Desert. So I have a couple on me, and I did find a couple in crates as well. So what I'm going to do, that's probably the first thing I'm going to do right now, and I have the stuff on me. Let's see, where shall I put them? Kind of, I don't want to make places too cluttered, but yeah, it's going to be cluttered. Okay, so you can see the difference. There's a fan at the top, and it's a bit taller than the other one. And if you go inside, you can actually specify what you want. And in this case, I want methane. Now, I'll probably come and do, I want 2 methane because that's quite important right now. And that will make us just methane, which is great. That means that I can empty these and break them down, and I won't be getting oxygen that I don't really need anymore. So that's awesome. And eventually I will put up one for nitrogen, because that is going to also become important. Oh god. No. I've done this so many times. Alright, Let's rebuild that container. Storage locker, and you're back. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. Alright, so I have a almost full container of nitrogen. So, yeah, things are going. These are producing. We have a little backup. We were short of methane, which is why certain things haven't completely filled up. Strange thing, we've also filled up the mutagen tier 3 container, and that's because it uses most of the same stuff and nitrogen. So, yeah, all good. But right now, I think we need to get a couple of tier 5 heaters in here. Now, I did go and build some extra extractors, and we will pop out to the super alloy area shortly to go and have a look at those. But the reason I needed to do that was because we need super alloy rods, and we have a few. So let me grab what we need for this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while I was getting some explosive powder together, we unlocked the insect rocket. Oh, crazy. Alright. Okay, I have everything together, and you'll notice that the heater tier 5s are very expensive, but their output is incredibly high. I'm just going to unequip the deconstruction chip so that you can see the comparison. Alright, so heater tier 4s, heat 538, tier 5s 4,530, massive. Pressure 35.5, pressure 280, that's pretty good too. So, re-equip that, and let's build our first heater tier 5. And I'm going to try and keep them somewhat hidden. They are massive structures though. They are really huge, but they're going to do huge things for us. Okay, so that's the first one. And I'll find a spot around the corner for the second one. There we go. We have 2 heater tier 5s. Okay, so that signals a move from what we were using. As soon as I've got a few more, I will start breaking down all the other heaters that we've got around the base. But in the meantime, let's go and see what impact that's had. Right, so there we have it. We are now these were fairly close together until this point, and those two have just massively increased our heat. They've also added a little bit to our pressure, but the heat is huge now. So, and we've just hit 100 GTI, which is pretty cool. So we can now move on. Let's have a look at what else we are coming up to. As far as I know, the next unlocks are a little way away. So, okay, the 155 oxygen, that's quite far off. These are all done. This one is at 13 pascals. We're creeping our way towards the ore extractor tier 3. Okay, we did unlock the osmium rods, we've unlocked the fusion energy cells, and we've unlocked the drone station, which is sort of useful, and I will get to doing these, but they are quite costly in terms of circuit boards, which we can't craft yet, although we can get quite a lot of them out of ships. So yeah, we'll start focusing a little bit more on that. Alright, in this episode we're going to do some more exploring, and the area that we're going to explore we briefly saw in the last episode coming out of the back of the osmium cave, but we're going to take a different approach this time. Because, well, no, maybe not. I also think that there might be a golden crate. I can't remember exactly where though. This is not an area that I've explored too much. Okay, we're heading through the sulfur area. As you can see, I now have 2 tier 2 mines, which is cool. And actually, while we are we'll come back here, but let's go and quickly have a look at my setup on the super alloys, because that's quite important. So for now, we have 3 tier 2 extractors, we have a container with a little bit of aluminium in it, and we have an autocrafter which is making the super alloy rods, which are very important right now. So yeah, if all the super alloys, there's some being produced. Anyway, I'll get to sorting that out. We are short of super alloys, but we do have super alloy rods now, because the tier 5 heaters, if I just pop in here quickly, are very expensive. 3 iridium rods, 3 explosive powder, and 3 super alloy rods. So yeah, quite costly. Alright, let's get back to where we were. So heading south through the Sandfalls area, we are just gonna go up the Sandfalls. Now this is one way of getting to this area. There are a couple. Okay, so here we have the archers. Okay, we just had a little event. Now I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like there's a golden chest in this area, but honestly I don't remember where it is. So if I do figure it out, well, I will bring it to you in a future episode. Yeah, it's a strange one. Anyway, so I grabbed some stuff and we're going to put up an outpost, although we don't really need it for oxygen anymore, but, you know, I also have one. Maybe one day we can come and store things in here. Well, actually, we probably need to store things right now, because I've flown past a couple of crates, little storage crates, and there's one over there. So let's go and see what we can find. Okay, nice stuff. I did automate the rocket engines. I did forget to show that. I also automated the fabric production. It's dropped a lot of osmium. I think I also put an autocrafter in the osmium cave. Ah, there we go. Another crate. Okay, and there's a crate right next to our little living unit there. Alright, let's grab that. I did collect some iron so we could have a container. So let's put all of this in here. Nice circuit board. Can't remember if there's a heck of a lot of stuff in here, but we're gonna hop into this wreck and see what we can find. Okay, and up we go. Anything over here? Nope. Go up the other side. Okay, so there's a container in there. Ooh, good stuff. You can do this without a jetpack, but it can be a little bit painful. Satellites and stuff in here. Something up there. Nope, these look like railguns. May play into the lore of the game. Why is an exploration ship carrying railguns? Well, maybe they need them. Alright, well, it doesn't seem to be a lot in here. Unless I've missed something. Okay, so... well, not a complete bust. But a lot less than I expected. Something in here. Yeah, there's some old, what are those, tier 3 heaters in there. Oh wait, we can actually break this down. Alright. Yeah, I don't remember this area very well at all. Okay, tier 3 heaters. Do we really need them? What do we get out of tier 3 heaters? I don't know, because I've got that chip enabled. I don't have much space for them. Maybe I'll come back for them at some point. This one? No, nothing in there. Alright, so that's this area. Not a lot to write home about. I'm going to clear a bit of storage space because we're going to do something that I probably shouldn't do with this little food and water on me. Wow, we did get a lot of rocket engines out of that. And an osmium rod. Yeah, so space. We need space. Yeah, I'm going to build another storage crate over here quickly. Okay, that's not in the right place. Alright, that's in the right place. So let's offload this lot. And we're going to head in. Let me get my bearings. We're going to head in over here. Like I said there... Oh, hello. Alright, well, we're not going to be collecting that much, he says with regret. So we're going to head down this little canyon. And... okay, good, that ice has melted. So now we can get into this cave. And this cave is not the cave I was expecting. Okay, as you can see, I don't really know this area too well. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yes, no, this is the cave I was expecting. Alright, so... oh, container. And it's got pulsar in it. Okay, now, the reason I came up here is because I want to collect pulsars. Now, this cave is very dark and can be extremely confusing because it sort of doubles back on itself and there are empty rooms, so you need to keep your wits about you. What have we got in here? Anything? Nope. Yes. Okay. Carry on up. Now, there's not a lot of pulsar in here, but there is some, so, you know, it's worth the trip. And I wouldn't come here without breathable atmosphere. The reason I say that is because they do double back, and if you kind of don't have a compass or oxygen, you could get lost and then die here and drop all your loot. Okay. And this... ooh. Alright, what do I actually want here? That and that and that. Probably want that as well. Maybe I'll leave that behind. Can always come back for containers if we ever need more flowers. But that's not likely. You're probably going to land up with crates of flowers. Okay, so this is one of those rooms that doubles back on itself. Oh. Can't remember how far back it goes. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, that goes into an empty hole. Okay, so this takes us back to this entrance. Now I've got myself turned around. I need to be heading east or something. But I do have some pulsar, which is nice. Okay. I don't know these caves very well. I really need to learn. Aha, this is an area I haven't been in, so we're on the right track. Maybe I have been in here. Alright, so this way takes us to more pulsar. Oh my gosh, full inventory. What can I drop? I think oh wait, I need water. And food. So, grab that. And we're still heading east. Am I going in the right direction? I am. And this brings us out in a very northern biome. The canyon, again. Welcome back to the canyon. The entrance to this is quite distinct. And we can't see it because we came out during the night. But yeah, it's a pretty distinct entrance. And yeah, that sorts that out. Now I'm going to head back the old way. Yeah, we can grab that. I should probably prioritize osmium though. And we'll head into this cave, which we've done before, and this takes us back down to the to the zeolite area where I have a mine and a little outpost container now. There we go. Right. And yeah, we're mining zeolite, which I can't do anything with right now because I'm full up. Then we head back down to the osmium cave, where I have a little setup making osmium rods. Now I have 2 miners in here. I can't remember when I did these actually. But yeah, I need to come in and empty out the spare resources. But how many? How are we doing here? Oh, we've got quite a few osmium rods. Okay, so those are going to be important. I'm not exactly sure when though, because I think you need them for the drills. I could be wrong. But anyway, heading back through the iridium cave. Now, because iridium has been so plentiful in this playthrough so far, I haven't really bothered to upgrade the iridium setup. I will, but at this stage I've got so much iridium, I've got so many iridium rods, I don't need to, so, you know, I'm not going to do something that I don't need to do. Okay, right, we're all offloaded. We have a whole bunch of pulsar now, and I think now at some point I'll go and empty the other container that's in that new biome. But first, have a look at the method. Oh, production is good. Alright, I'm not going to have a problem with methane anymore. Okay, but this having to carry things backwards and forwards to containers is a little bit of a pain. So, I think we need to build a little drone station, don't you? Let's do that. Okay, the one thing I remember, the drone stations need a fusion cell, and the fusion cell needs iridium. I mean, pulsar. Well, we've got enough, so it's a one-off, so let's grab some pulsar. So 3 pulsar, 2 osmium, and a super alloy, and boom. Okay, so we're going to be making a few more of those. Kind of limited the number that you really need in the game. So the next thing we need to look at is what do we need for this. So we've got the fusion cell. We need osmium, super alloy, and 3 circuit boards. Circuit boards, osmium rod, and super alloy rod. Ooh, hold on. How many super alloy rods did I need? Only 1. Okay, good. Because that's all we have on us. And we'll place it out over here where I've prepared a little area. There. Alright. And our power's gone out. That's a thing. Wow. 850 power used by that drone station. Alright, well. Obviously we can't see what the heck is going on. But I do know that we need pulsar. 5 pulsars and 4 super alloys. Shoot out to our power area. Yeah, so I had a huge excess of power, and those 2 tier 5 heaters and the drone station just chomped that all up. So yeah, crazy. Okay, and this should restore power. There we go. Okay, so now that power is restored, we can come back here. Or, oh boy, I put this the wrong way around. Let's fix that first. Okay, and we can come in here. The drone station, there are 25 slots. So I assume it's safe to have 25 drones. This is not for storing other fabrics. Drone takes a rocket engine, circuit board, and iron. Well, we might be able to get that started. And this is just information, nothing crazy. So, reminder, rocket engine, circuit board, and iron. Now, I have, let's put that torch off, rocket engines being semi-crafted. So I have a couple on me. So let's do 5. See if we can scratch together 5 circuit boards. Oh, we have 5. Alright, there are some close by because I haven't really pillaged the wrecks. Better drink something. Alright, so we are now going to craft 5. Oh, hold control. Alright, we have 5 drones. Now, what'll happen when drones start is maybe something I should get to in the next episode, but we'll let's just have a look at something we're possibly going to use. Okay, let's look at iron. So now we have this little symbol next to our containers inventory, and if you click on it, it's got supply and demand. So this container is obviously holding iron, so we want to demand iron, and that will demand it. Now, another thing that you can see is you can give this a priority. So if there's another production chain somewhere else that is more important to get iron to, you can set this one to a -1. I think priority 0 is the top priority. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't figured out how the priorities work. I haven't really used them that much, but you can set a priority. Not sure, maybe the higher the priority, the more priority this one would get. But as you can see, there's a fair range, so you can play around with that. But what I am going to do with this, because there are 2 things that are annoying me a little bit. Okay, so we can come in here. Now, because this has storage, it has a little supply and demand. And this I'm going to set to supply methane. And this one I'm going to set to supply methane. Now, they both have things in them, which is good, and we have a container in here, which is requiring. So we can say, all right, this one demands methane. And we will watch the magic happen. Where are my drones? They should be on their way. There they are. They're the little drones. And they are flying through walls, they phase through things, and now they're just going to collect. So yeah, that gives you an idea of how it works. Sulfur is also a pain, but now with the tier 2 extractors, it does make it a little difficult, because it's producing other stuff. So we could go into one of the extractors and we could say, all right, well, this supplies all the other base materials plus whatever material that is. But yeah, that's just a by the way. So yeah, there we are. We are progressing extraordinarily well. We have lots of trees. We have a couple of tier 5 heaters. There will obviously be more. I just need the resources. And this is where we're going to leave this episode. If you've liked it, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Give us a comment, let me know. I think it was Glass Deviant dropped a comment in one of the previous videos saying that he actually did manage to fit extractors into the other uranium area. So that's a possibility. I think he said he managed to get 3 in there. I've never really bothered because there's enough space in the one on the eastern side. But yeah, if you need more uranium, that is an option. Yeah, so thank you for your support, and until next time, cheers.